Your cortisol receptors desensitize after just 90 minutes of chronic stress, permanently crippling emotional regulation. In the next 60 seconds, I will give you 3 neurosocratic drills that restore baseline control and build unbreakable proheresis. Stay to lock them in. You search for a self-mastery book, but the pages are blank. This is not a mistake. It is a quiet revelation. We are taught to collect answers. We hoard methods like dry leaves in autumn. We believe authority is a weight to carry. But true power comes from release. It comes from the courage to set the heavy burden down. The mind does not bend to force. It yields to stillness. You do not need another rule. You do not need another system. You need a return to what is already here. You stand at the edge of a familiar shore. The tide pulls back. The sand is wet. The air is cool. You wait. You do not chase the water. You do not command it. You let it come to you. The first practice is the pause. When the world demands your reaction, when the chest tightens and the thoughts race, do not move. Let the wave pass through the space you occupy. Do not label it good or bad. Do not try to steer the current. Simply watch the water rise and fall. You are not the water. You are the stone beneath it. This pause breaks the chain. It severs the reflex. It returns you to the present moment. You will feel the urge to act. To fix. To explain. Let it burn out on its own. Fire needs oxygen to survive. Your attention feeds the storm. Starve it with silence. The breath becomes the anchor. The anchor holds the ship in the harbor. The ship does not fight the tide. It waits for the wind to settle. Most people run from the quiet because the quiet asks them to face themselves. But you are not running anymore. You are standing in the center of your own life. You feel the ground beneath your feet. You trust it. You stop pushing against the current. The weight drops. The shoulders lower. The chest opens. You breathe in the space. You breathe out the noise. This is the foundation. Without it, every other effort is a house built on sand. We have been trained to grip everything tightly. We hold our schedules. We hold our opinions. We hold our image like a fragile glass. But grip breeds panic. The second practice is observation. Stand at the edge of your own mind. Notice the architecture of your thoughts. Every emotion is a room. Every fear is a hallway. You have been walking through them blindly for years. Now, you simply look. You do not enter. You do not rearrange the furniture. You stand at the threshold and breathe. This is where control dissolves into clarity. Control is a heavy coat in summer. It suffocates. It traps the heat. Letting go is the cool air. It clears the lungs. It brings the temperature down to earth. You will ask why surrender works when effort fails. Because effort divides attention. Effort creates friction. Surrender unifies the gaze. It aligns the will with reality. The river does not carve the canyon by pushing against it. It carves by flowing through it. Time and patience are the only true sculptors. Your mind is the same stone. Let the water work. Watch the erosion happen slowly. Watch the sharp edges soften. Do not rush the process. The stone does not hurry. The water does not hesitate. They simply meet. They simply change each other. You watch your thoughts pass like clouds over a ridge. You do not try to catch them. You do not try to name them. You let them drift. The sky remains unchanged. You are the sky. The third practice is release. Not tomorrow. Not when conditions improve. Not when the noise stops. Now. Drop the need to be right. Drop the need to be seen. Drop the need to predict the weather of your own days. Hold nothing tightly. Openness breeds peace. This is not weakness. It is structural integrity. A rigid pillar snaps in the gale. A flexible arch redirects the force. You have spent years building walls. It is time to open windows. The unwritten book does not need your handwriting. It needs your presence. You will read it backward. You will read it by feeling the texture of each day. The drills are not tools to sharpen the mind. They are brushes to sweep the floor. You do not carve the path. You walk it. You let it form beneath your feet. You stop asking what you must become. You accept what you already are. The soil does not ask to be a forest. It only asks to be watered. Your mind is the same earth. Pause. Observe. Release. Repeat until the habit becomes breath. Repeat until the breath becomes silence. You do not conquer the storm. You become the space around it. This is proheresis. The unshaken center. It does not shout. It does not demand. It simply remains. The water moves. The bridge holds. Both are whole. You will notice the difference in your posture. The shoulders drop. The jaw unclenches. The eyes soften. The noise of the world continues. It will not stop. It will not apologize. But it will pass through you. Like wind through a canyon. Like light through stained glass. You do not own the light. You only reflect it. This is the quiet path. It has no milestones. It has no finish line. It only has steps taken in awareness. You walk it alone. You walk it in peace. You stop measuring your progress against others. You stop comparing your stillness to their motion. The tree does not envy the bird. The mountain does not envy the cloud. Each has its own gravity. Each has its own sky. You will forget. You will grasp. You will tighten again. Return to the pause. Return to the threshold. Return to the open hand. The book remains blank because it waits for your life, not your plans. Walk without measuring the distance. Let the mind rest. Let the breath anchor you. Let the moment stand on its own. Mastery is not a mountain to climb. It is a valley to rest in. The pages will fill themselves when you stop forcing the ink. Sit with the quiet. The unwritten book is already yours. You need only turn the page. The ink is your breath. The page is your life. Write slowly.